Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. We're streaming live. You can watch our guests, watch our show. You could talk smack because the live chat is up. The show is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL and NBA. Right now, use promo code CRSHOW to claim your special offer at DraftKings. Again, promo code CRSHOW at DraftKings. The crown is yours. I'm Covino. That is Rich. We have guests on standby, but first, we rock out. Let's go. Day 2, Radio Row.
Now, let's start the show.
Yeah.
I mean, we walk on stage. Look who it is. Bryce Young's in the house. What's up, man?
I want to
Let's
officially
get his mic rolling.
introduce Bryce Young and Rico Dowdle to the show.
Dowdle, what's up, man?
Hey, nice to see you, man. Appreciate you right off the bat. Now, we're going to have special guests stopping by all week. You never know who's going to stop by. And as the week goes on, it gets crazier and crazier. So thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you being here with Bounty. We'll talk about that. But first, you guys came up together. What was your first impression when you first met? Take us back to day one when you guys first met. What was it like? What was your first impression?
I was like, this is cool, pretty cool guy. The first time I seen him, yeah, I'm like, but yeah, we instantly clicked when I first met him. You know, I told him, my first thing I said to him was like, I'm his uncle or something crazy off the wall like that. I think that's the first thing I ever said to him. But yeah, that was cool.
So you're his uncle. He's Unc now, I guess.
He gave himself the title. I try to be cordial and not fully Unc him.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of just owned it. So I guess I get to say it.
And after Unc is elder, right? So then that's the next stage of life, I guess. The elder.
Let me ask you, Bryce, when you're a young man and you're a quarterback, is it your job or the young guys to introduce themselves to you? When you're Bryce Young, quarterback of the team, some guy, free agent, rookie comes in. I heard Tom Brady say that he thought it was his responsibility back in there to go up to everyone. Do you take that mindset?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's on me as a Q and as a leader to make sure that I go and introduce myself. Make sure when first time I'm around people, obviously the rookie class comes in, we're in OTA. So, make sure that I make myself available, try to reach out, and everything, even before that. And again, I think just as a leader, it's important to be able to establish that, try to bring people along, and, establish that relationship.
What's the communication like? Do you guys have group texts going on? You have separate group texts? Is it clicky in the locker room? Or when you're a leader, like you say, do you have separate little things going on, conversations going on with the team?
Yeah, obviously you spend a lot of time with your position group. That's who you're around the most. But I've been super grateful. The locker room ever since I've been there, it's been really cohesive. Everyone's been together. It's a lot of guys that are hanging out and eating together that are not just in the position room, that are not even always on the same side of the ball. It's a training room. There's a lot of overlap. Practice, obviously, you're always standing. You're focused on football at the time, but who you're around, it still matters. So there's always a lot of crossers, group text, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm grateful. It's a fun environment.
I always wonder when some weird stuff goes down, not on your team, just like in the league or something happens. Is the group chat going crazy? Are you guys like have you ever heard news about your team break and you actually hit up your teammates like, yo, is this true?
Yeah, I say that happens. I think it depends on the magnitude of what happens.
Yeah.
But definitely, we all see things, and definitely if something around the league go on, something in the building go on, it's definitely gonna be some text about it with somebody. No matter if it's your group or the people, like you said, man, my wingman here. Some chatter will go on about it for sure.
I gotta ask, you guys are coming off a playoff season now. Momentum is in the right direction. Is this an off season that you feel like, all right, we took that next step. Now we're gonna take the next step. Is that the mindset you have right now, or are you like not checked out? Are you checked out of football right now, or are you already thinking about next season?
Yeah, I mean, you're never checked out.
Yeah.
For us, we have to earn the right to take that next step.
Mhm.
I'm grateful to be in a group of people that we all accept that challenge. We all want to work, and we're able to have a little more success, this year, but we're not entitled to anything next year. It's going to be 0-0. I have all the confidence in the world in this team, in this group, in this unit, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of work that has to be done. We have to continue to have the same hunger, if not more, to push and be better. So I'm excited for that challenge.
Rico, I gotta ask, have you ever seen this guy more fired up than the wild card game when he ran in that touchdown for 16 yards? I
No,
mean, you
I
were
haven't.
I've never seen you that. You were like, that's the most fired up you've been in the National Football League.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I see, the thing is, I'd be happy. I'd be excited. In my mind, I'm super like fired up, and then like sometimes you watch the film or whatever and you see a clip and it's like, oh yeah, I did not look as excited as I thought I was. So yeah, for me, I kind of always get that
Touchdown,
excitement.
you were like, oh.
I think
No, I
that might
was
be the most visual fired
Yeah.
up he has looked. Sure,
speaking of visual. It's an interesting question. We've asked this before, but like when you think back of that memory, do you think the highlight, or do you think from your perspective on the field?
Oh, definitely perspective. Which I guess is interesting from the outside looking in, where
Right.
it's like obviously you just see a clip, but definitely from like a perspective, I don't see a ton anyway. During the season, you're just watching film, you're going on to the next. You have to kind of be, you kind of have to have blinders on. So I don't see most of that anyway. And even when you do, it's kind of like a reminder of like, oh, that's cool, and you still think of it from a perspective. I'm sure
Yeah,
that's at least how I feel.
that's pretty much just to piggyback. Yeah, pretty much same thing for me.
We got Bryce Young and Rico Dowdle on the Covino and Rich show. Rico, you're running back, but also kickoff returner. Can you tell us what it's like when it's just you and the ball and the night sky in a big moment, man? Like, and do you feel for guys like Xavier Smith on the Rams when, he kind of messed up in the
That's
end
what I
of
was
the
about to
championship
say.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing when you see that ball flying through the air. First thing going through your head is catch it. Do not drop this ball. That's what's going through my head when I'm back there. When I'm seeing the ball coming, I want to make sure I secure that catch first, and then after that, I mean, pretty much your natural instincts take over. Like you playing football from that point on. But main thing is securing that ball, securing that catch. That's
Yeah.
what I'm focused on.
I think the average person doesn't realize how hard it is
That's what I'm
to
saying.
catch a punt or a kickoff, because I
Because
think
you're
if you
running, it's
put some
bouncing around.
some random doofus and put a helmet on him and said, all right, kick this, I bet you they would drop 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
I don't
will
want
say
to do it.
punts. I think punts are harder to catch than kickoff returns, though. That's why you don't see me on punt return. I'm on kickoff return. I do not want to be put in that position.
What position, Bryce, do you look at and say, you know what? I'm intrigued by that. Do you feel like what's a position if you weren't a quarterback? Because I'm guessing your whole life you're a quarterback.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not too many, to be honest with you. I talk about that all the time. I kind of think about that. It's crazy. I feel like this is one of the really the only sports where, there's such little carryover from position to position.
Mhm.
Like, I grew up, I played basketball a little bit
Mhm.
growing up, and like obviously I used to play guard, and you don't know what it's you're not a center, but like you've played with like your little cousin in the backyard. You post him up, you play like it's still kind of the same sport. Like from what I do, what Rico does, what the O line and D line does. It's like if you would put me in that position, I'd have no clue what the first steps are. Like we all play different sports, so because of that, it's like there's a little more carryover, but especially in our position, we're definitely a lot more specialized. So it's like I'm grateful I was able to make it happen as a quarterback.
Yeah, there was a tweet that went viral last week some dude like 12, 13 years ago was like, this Drake May kid's good. And he was 9. And he predicted that when Drake May was 9, like, yo, this kid's going to be great.
That's all right.
When you were a little kid, was there a moment where you or your family were like, yo, Rico, yo, Bryce, I think we got something here. Do you remember that moment where you were just maybe smoking kids in a race, or you were just bigger? Like, what was the moment for you?
I say you definitely had those moments. It's just small chatter when you little and growing up and stuff. But you definitely have people to say things like, "Yeah, he gonna be in the NFL one day." Da da da. Just because I think you stand out as an athlete. Pretty much everybody in the NFL, they was that growing up at a point in time. I feel like they was that guy like throughout their whole lives, like going through middle school, high school. Just at some point, you was that guy. Like you
When
had
was the
people.
reality, though? When was the reality where you said, oh my God, I can make this dream
Yeah.
become real? This is not like, oh, because every kid's like, I want to play football or baseball or basketball. When you're like, yo, I could do it.
Yeah, so that was my next point. I say like growing up, like I said, it's all small chatter, but the reality really sets in. Like I feel like in high school when you start playing for a team, real organized, and you getting scholarship offers and things like that, and then so that's when you know you can take that next step, and then you get to college, and then you got to get through college, of course, but you know it's all leading to your path into the NFL. So I think it really starts. It starts when you little growing up, like it all molds you into that. But I say when you really realize it can become a reality is when I think when you get that first college scholarship offer, take that next step.
Well, continued success, man. You guys did it, man. That's awesome. And,
Thank
congrats on a great season. And thank you guys for being here. Any big
Now-
plans for the rest of the week?
Yeah, we're excited. Excited to enjoy the sights and sounds. Just as fans of the game, excited for the game, excited to watch, and can't have football without wings, and you can't have wings without bounty. So we're grateful for that opportunity. So we're excited for the week.
Sweet. I was gonna say you got your cardigans, your
Yeah.
your bounty cardigans on, working the roof here. Let me ask you one last thing because I know you got to run. But next year, I feel like big things for Carolina. You guys, is it interesting that is there a different pressure when you come into the league as a number 1 draft pick or a guy that worked his ass off and you found the way to the team after being undrafted? Is there when you're all in the same place? Does it matter, or is there like do you play with a chip on your shoulder? Or do you feel a pressure like being a number 1 guy?
For me, honestly, I think it's because of that. For me, I'm able to lean on everyone around me. I think it's really unique where we all come from different circumstances. We all come from different schools, from different areas, whatever it may be, but we're all on that same journey. And for me, it's like it's cool to kind of be able to leave that at the door. When you're in the building, we all are just trying to do our 111 on the field. We're all trying to, just carry our weight, do our jobs. So I always lean on that. Always lean on the support of others. So it's really uplifting for me.
Nice.
Thank you guys for your time, man.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. Nah, I say for me, I definitely think it's a little different. You gotta when guys like me, like you said, first pick and first round, and then me like undrafted. I think it's definitely different paths that you got to take. Just because it's a business at the end of the day. But yeah, as far as pressure wise, I wouldn't never really say I felt much pressure. Just got to trust in your work and continue to work. I think it's all about putting the work in and preparing the right way. You never really feel pressure. Keep chasing your goals.
Well, perfect. Continued success, guys.
Thank you.
Big things next year. And by the way, the guy that works with us, Big Mike, we say who runs this place,
Mhm.
the one big Carolina Panthers fan at Fox Sports. So maybe a little. We did this one for Big Mike.
Yeah. Of course. Shout out Big Mike, man. Wish he was here.
Yeah,
Shout out Big Mike.
There's
This one's
somewhere.
for you, my guy.
He's the guy coming in with his Panthers gear on. So thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you guys. Bryce
Thank you,
Young
Bryce.
and Rico
No, Rico,
Dowdle
pleasure,
of
man.
the Panthers.
Thank you.
Pleasure, man. Thank you guys for your time. It means a lot. Have a great time, man. Thank you. Covino and
man.
Rich live from Radio Row. And, man, later, next hour, your boy Kendrick Bourne from the 49ers. So,
Yeah, thank you.
hey, man, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
Kendrick
And they brought
Bourne.
some wings and
We-
bounty.
I was gonna
Thanks
say.
again.
So we will. We're gonna get to a bunch today. We're gonna talk a lot of NFL. There's a lot of NBA news. It's wild because we're here at Super Bowl Radio Row, but there's so much NBA stuff that people are whispering about, like who's gonna be traded. Is it James Harden? LeBron is his time as a Laker done. But look at Big Mike with Bryce Young.
There he is. Big Mike's telling him he runs this place.
That's great.
Yeah, so guys, never know who's going to stop by a Radio Row. And like I said, some of Rich's 49ers are going to be here. We got some big guests, really big guests lined up for later this week. As the days go on, it
Let's
gets
just
crazier.
say Danny G is gonna be excited.
Let's just say I'm excited
He might need
too.
to break out some ABBA. later.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And,
Yeah. Don't overpromise,
okay,
Rich.
I'm just saying,
Don't
I'm just
overpromise,
saying.
but we're hearing cool things. And we got more Covino and Rich. We'll talk some of those NBA moving parts next. But have you ever wiped with a piece of dry toilet paper and wondered Is this as good as it gets? It's not. Switch to life-changing, wet, extra-large flushable dude wipes because wetter just cleans better. Available at Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down.
All right. Now we have more Covino and Rich next from Radio Row, Fox Sports Radio. Now, if you're hiring and you're facing headaches, staffing your business is complex. You got high turnover, skills gaps, and ever-changing regulations that can slow and drain your resources. That's where Express Employment Pros comes in. With decades of staffing expertise, Express connects you to a larger pool of qualified candidates, helping you reduce turnover and build the right-sized workforce.
Get started at expresspros.com. Need to flex your staff for peak seasons or special projects? Express Employment Pros offers contract staffing so you can scale up or down with ease, preventing burnout and boosting productivity.
Now, if you're worried about compliance, Express stays on top of all those ever-changing laws. They're recognized for excellence, earning clearly rated Best of Staffing Client and Talent Award, plus the Diamond Award for client satisfaction.
Don't let hiring challenges hold your business back. Visit expresspros.com, find a local office, and discover how Express Employment Pros can help you hire smarter and faster. And if hiring is taking you away from growing your business, get the support you need from Express.
Don't spend your time weeding through spam online. Hire faster with Express. Express Employment Pros, building your workforce, supporting your success.
From the parties, everyone
You're clear.
parties their ass off. To the guest,
Welcome to the show.
We are. Go to foxsports.com for details.
We're back.
Welcome back to the show, live from Super Bowl week in San Francisco. Covino and Rich, Fox Sports Radio. And what we have here at Super Week in San Francisco, the ViewSonic monitors emanating from our set. Gives us- emanating? I was like, what the heck? Should I put my glasses on?
Put your glasses on.
Emanating from our set gives us the best look in the entire building. For nearly 4 decades, ViewSonic has been a name people trust. With innovation in every screen, their display solutions help teams work better and move ideas forward with confidence. Thanks again to the ViewSonic monitors. Thank you, ViewSonic.
ViewSonic. And if you're facing a peak season, look for a new team member. You could do that at Express Employment Pros. It makes hiring easy. Visit expresspros.com. Find an office and see how Express can help you hire faster and smarter.
So again, CNR on FSR live from the Moscone Center. We had a great night last night.
Oh.
Nice dinner, nice Italian
What a nice
feast.
dinner, huh?
Today, we got some great interviews lined up. If you just joined us, you missed Bryce Young and Rico Dowdle. But I'll tell you what, an observation we made, and Danny G could attest, Bryce Young might be the first guy ever to shake the hands of everybody here on the staff, right? Like a really nice guy, really nice dude, it seemed like.
This is my 6th Super Bowl with FSR, and it's the only athlete I've ever seen walk up to the stage and shake the hand of everybody on the set, including the engineers. One of our engineers looked kind of like, oh, like, it scared him. He's
everybody.
not used to athletes
Made
going up
his
to him.
rounds, kindness never goes out of style. And, things like that might not seem like a big deal, but it might change your impression or thoughts of what you thought Bryce Young was about. Super nice dude. Rico Dowdle too, but Bryce was really cool, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And I was going to say, you could tell some of these younger guys are just like chill, subdued type of guys. And Covino and I were saying, it was cool how Bryce Young did shake everyone's hand. He gave Big Mike, who runs this place, hi, Bryce Young, gave him some love, little shout out. I saw them taking pictures together. What's up, Dan Byer?
There was a little drama.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
What was the drama?
So Monty Bolaños is here doing some social media stuff for a weekend show, and she wanted a picture with Bryce Young. And then the bounty people said, no, hold on a second. Danny G comes up and says, hold on a second, Bryce.
Hold on.
Yes. And then Big Mike slides in, cane and all, gets the picture with Bryce Young and gives the Heisman to Monty.
No!
Yes.
I love it. You know what?
Yes.
Monty, is it true that Big Mike gave you the Heisman?
Oh, so you
There's-
didn't
here,
get
wait, another
so
Heisman.
Monty
Yeah.
didn't get her pick, though? Please tell me you got your pick.
They would've turned
When
that
I
mic
walked
off
off
anyway.
when I walked off the stage, I didn't even know any of that was going on with
Oh,
Monty.
yeah.
She tried to get the second picture, and they're like, no, we have a schedule, and they
Got
moved
Danny
him.
G'd.
Yeah.
I
Did you
had
at
no
least get it,
idea.
Monty, or no?
I didn't get it. I'm so sad because I talk about Bryce Young every Saturday. I am like his number one fan. That's not like a Panthers fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just such a fan.
there's a Panthers fan at FSR.
Oh.
I'm so mad.
I'm
so
mad for you, actually. I mean, I'm glad Mike got his picture, but you should have got yours, too. Oh, that sucks.
And hold on, I want to take a picture. So Covino, make sure you're looking good.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday was
Yeah.
such a big issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll cheese it
Yeah.
up for you again.
Yeah. Jeez. No, I actually wasn't serious. I was joking. I was a joke.
I
Yeah.
thought your picture sucked.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Look, Rich looked great.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's all he cares
like
about.
Barney Stinson on How
But
I Met Your Mother. I don't take a bad picture.
I did text the bounty people and ask them to come back.
No, you did not.
I did.
No,
Monty
you did
deserves a
not.
picture.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's Dan the Bounty Hunter. That's what he is.
That's
It's Dan the Bounty Hunter.
I mean, he said hi to everybody though. Bryce Young.
Yeah,
shook
it was so
our
cool.
hands. He went around like, what a sweet man.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I
Better
got
watch
out
my
of that
head
too, and I say this respectfully. I do. I say this with all due respect. He seemed like a really nice guy, but there has to be 2 clear sides to Bryce Young. There has to be Bryce Young, the sweet young man that we met, and Bryce Young, the killer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
The
Bryce
leader,
Young, the leader, competitor, the fierce competitor. Because That's not the same dude you see on the field. There's just no way.
Like him and Dowdle, really nice, polite, great dudes. I'm just saying they weren't necessarily bringing the top level excitement and enthusiasm. And these are guys that lead a huddle. This is a guy. These are offensive weapons. These are guys. Bryce Young's a leader, #1 draft pick. So I imagine you're right. There must be a switch that he doesn't turn on here, but in the locker room, on the field, in the huddle, he must be like a different Bryce Young.
Honestly, I find that to be very interesting. There's two sides to everybody, but clearly there's another level of leadership and intensity from Bryce Young.
Like, interestingly enough, I'm somehow going to compare it to Covino Rich. I'm sort of like a hyped up buffoon all the time. Covino off the air is sort of like a chill, not really chatty guy, and then on the air he turns it on.
Yeah, because I feel like this is the appropriate platform and time to speak your mind and to yap it up. Rich finds that every moment of the day and every platform is his chance.
But I'm saying you probably see that with athletes. Some are just across the board consistent, and others like,
no,
I'm doing media.
You're right.
So if you were to turn it on, would your dad be like, "Quit kissing ass"?
Hey, why you kissing ass? Why you so fired up all the time? Yeah. So Dan Byers here, Monty's hanging out. It's Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich. I'll tell you what, next hour, there is a guy who's just all personality. I know you're pumped about it as a 49ers dude. Kendrick Bourne will be stopping by, wide receiver of the 49ers. So you got to stick around for that because I know this dude is full of stories.
He's
full
like
of energy.
Rich. He can talk.
Right. So stick around for that.
I think you will enjoy Kendrick Bourne. Now, when Monty and I were walking around before we went on the air, I'm not going to lie. I felt like Rob Parker. I had like multiple servings of the free wings they're giving out. They had Snicker bars, but the Snickers bars were the ice cream ones.
Yeah.
And I went back one too many times where I told the woman, I'm like, am I going to have to wear a mustache next time I come back so you don't judge me? She's like, take as many as you want. But I'm eating free food. We're walking around. And Monty said, can you take a picture with me?
Yes.
Who did you take a picture with?
Well, I took a picture with Baron Davis,
but
also Mark Willard, who I never met. Mark Willard, our own Mark Willard. What a great little trip around. And then I got the Snickers ice cream bar.
And you got more candy.
To you.
Well, guess what, Monty? You're going to want to take a lot more pictures this week because we're hearing rumors of some big stars stopping by.
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't want to overpromise, but we're hearing some really cool guests on the Covino and Rich show. And, of course, throughout Fox Sports Radio throughout the day, but especially on our show, and I can't wait.
Let's just say my future quarterback might be in our future.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's, I'm hearing whispers and murmurs. So
I will say, speaking of Monty getting a picture with Baron Davis, I want to talk NBA for a second. And Dan Byer, in your update, I'm sure you have some info. So let's get into Dan's update. We'll talk a little NBA for a second. What's up, DB?
Try to do this.
Hey,
a lot of deals going down today in the NBA. The biggest one, the Grizzlies traded Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Utah Jazz in a deal that is Memphis getting 3 first-round picks. Now, there are other players involved, but the picks most valuable to Memphis, and Jackson goes to Utah. Grizzlies now have 13 first-round picks in the next 7 years. Clippers and Cavs, sorry, Monty, continue to talk about a deal involving James Harden going to Cleveland and Darius Garland to L.A. Anthony Simons is on his way to the Bulls as the Celtics dealt him to Chicago for center Nikola Vucevic in a deal 2 days before the trade deadline. Bulls are acquiring veteran guard Mike Conley and fellow guard Jaden Ivey in a 3-team deal that includes Minnesota and Detroit. Warriors forward Draymond Green has been included in trade talks prior to Thursday's trade deadline, according to ESPN. Some football news. Patriots owner Robert Kraft did not receive enough votes to be enshrined to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's according to Adam Schefter. Former Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy will be the new OC under John Harbaugh and the New York Giants. Todd Monken would not commit to Shedeur Sanders being QB1 next season, saying that is to be determined. When Shedeur was asked about it on the Up and Adams show, just to our left here, he said, well, it's to be expected. You also have to remember, Deshaun Watson is coming back, so there could be some competition there. 41-year-old American Lindsey Vonn says she'll attempt to ski in the Olympics after tearing her ACL last week, also tore the meniscus and has a bone bruise. In the Hall of Fame caps, you guys ready for this? Carlos Beltran going in as a New York Met.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff Kent, a Giant, and Andrew Jones, obviously wearing a Braves cap. Guys, back to you.
You know what the weakest moment, not to call out a weak moment for Beltran, because it was a good moment. It was a highlight. But remember when Johan Santana pitched his no-hitter?
Yes.
And then Carlos Beltran broke up the no-hitter?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. It was a foul ball.
It didn't look like a foul ball.
I didn't say it was ruled a foul ball. There was no replay. It was a foul ball.
That's what I'm bringing up right now. But hey, congrats to him.
Only the third Met. Can you name the other two? That the only 3 Mets now in the Hall of Fame?
Tom Seaver.
Yep.
Ooh. Third Met.
Went in as a Met. Could have went in as another team.
Gone a different way.
Ooh, it's not Strawberry. It's not good.
Those guys are in.
Gary Carter?
No.
Ooh.
Mike Piazza.
Yeah.
Seaver, Piazza, and Beltran. Now your Met Hall of Famers. Interestingly enough, when you think about the Hall of Fame and baseball in general, I want to, I feel like we're going to have a Fox Sports Radio party today because later on, I may want to grab Rob Parker on the stage because he's MLB bro, Rob Parker, right? I mean, no one knows about baseball, and he represents all African Americans in baseball. Did you see this story where Frank Thomas is really at odds with the White Sox? The White Sox did some big tribute for Black History Month, and they do the whole timeline of the White Sox and black players and the importance, and they leave Frank Thomas out of the whole tribute.
Did they have Harold Baines in there?
They may have, but
Harold Baines.
Yeah.
They left Frank Thomas out, and he's got a problem.
He must have rubbed somebody the wrong way, man. I don't know. Something's fishy there. So yeah, if we can get Rob on, we'll talk about it. All right. So thank you, DB. And speaking of the NBA trades, Harden, LeBron, he might be out. It got us thinking about, when do you really know it's over? At the job, maybe at your living space,
in a relationship,
of course. What are the telltale signs? How do you really know? How do you know when it's time to move on? Harden, I mean, he clearly has a great indicator where he's like, yeah, I'm out. This is his 4th request, his 4th time saying he wants out. So if he ends up in Cleveland, clearly he's not happy with the Clippers.
He's not happy with anybody.
He might not be happy with anybody. And then, of course, all the LeBron talk, Danny G, a lot of rumors swirling about LeBron, clearly
about
saying
this being his last season.
And they're basically saying the same thing. We're kind of done with LeBron as well. How do you know when it's
time?
I
have signs. I'll go over some of them.
Yeah.
But before I do, I want to comment. The in-show chat on our YouTube, people are watching, is on fire today. My favorite one is, is Monty Bolaños 4'4"? Yeah. Because on the video, she looks so tiny.
Yeah.
Standing next to you, I was
actually,
am I this small?
Rich and I are just really tall.
Yeah.
Small?
How about at After Show says, Monty, stand up.
Yeah, her chin is just over the little console. So if you want to watch and play along, it is a fun week, like Covino said. If you're going to watch on our YouTube live chat, today, and this is the day in the week. Dan Byers here, Spotty's here, Danny J. But the telltale signs when it's time to move on and it's over from a team, a job. I feel like you said from a place you live.
Yeah.
A great indicator is when stuff starts to break and you say F it and you don't fix it. You spill something on a carpet and you're like,
yeah, you start letting it go. You stop caring about it.
Letting the place go. When you're done with a car, you start sort of letting it go.
Mm-hmm.
From experience, it's when you stop caring, period, right? I remember when I worked at Bennigan's. This is a true story. I worked at Bennigan's, which is a Fridays or Chili's or Applebee's, an Applebee's. And I used to bartend, and I remember getting people's ticket and they were asking me for drinks. I'm I would give it to them aggressively, get out of my face. Here's your drink, get out of my face. And I knew I wasn't bringing my best anymore. You know what? My time here is expired because I'm not even being myself. I'm not even me anymore. I'm this angry version of myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great indicator. You're not bringing your best anymore. And I imagine that's how Harden has to feel, how LeBron has to feel, because everything has an expiration date, and sometimes you reach that point and you have to look for those indicators.
I think in a relationship, right? I mean, maybe not all of us have been there, but have you ever gone on a trip with a significant other and you see other couples very much in love, and you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see another couple at a table having romantic, playing footsie, holding each other's hands, and you're like, I don't like you. And you think of the person you're with,
that's such a great indicator. And that might be what happens in the NBA or in sports too. You're seeing other teams win. You're seeing other teams and players have fun. You're seeing chemistry, and that chemistry is just not there for whatever reason.
Answer
so,
this.
it's easy to move on, but I always say, what are the grass you're on? All right. The grass isn't always greener. So what? James Harden goes to Cleveland and they win? I don't know. Like maybe if you take care of one of the grass you're on, maybe you can make some changes where you are. I don't think it's a great personality trait to be so quick to jump and move on all the time. That's why I posed this question. Like, how do you really know it's over? How do you really know that you can't fix whatever the problem is? It's tough. But it's also a flaw to want to continue fixing things, right? Like my last relationship, I got divorced, but you know what? I would have kept trying to fix that forever, and sometimes you do have to move on. So how do you know?
It's tricky in relationships, but I think the first hint of questioning it is probably the moment that it's done. Like you wouldn't do that in a long relationship, but at any point, if you think like, you know what, maybe this isn't, then it's probably that.
But nobody ever immediately does it after thinking that the first time.
No. And you wouldn't have a 5-year relationship with someone and be like, oh, it just popped in my head. Oh, we're done. But I'm sure that that's probably what would happen.
And everything you guys just described that goes wrong as to why you would maybe leave a place, none of that is happening to Harden. That's what's so confusing. That is what is so
right. They've been on a roll.
That's what I said. The month.
Yeah, they've had a great month.
A great month, and you are so loved.
But they're saying the personal days leading up to it is because he has some sort of conflict that we might not know about.
Supposedly, it's money.
He wants an extension that the Clippers are not gonna give him. But I don't know, guys. I'm very torn. Again, he does this everywhere he goes. So why am I surprised? It's because I'm sad.
Oh, it's a problem.
So
and I think that's not only a problem with James Harden, it's a problem with younger generations, and that's why relationships don't last. That's why you don't see a certain amount of time or tenure at a workplace. Like we joke, Rich's grandfather worked for what? PSE&G or something?
Con Edison.
Con Edison. Yeah. Rich's grandfather worked for Con Edison his whole life, right? Now, and then it became like career changes like 7 per lifetime. Now it's like endless amounts of career changes per lifetime because today's person is so quick to jump. These pros ain't loyal. I've said that forever.
When do you know it's time to move on? We'll take your feedback next. And, of course, we're going to be joined by Kendrick Bourne of the 49ers. We'll talk more NBA as we're like 2 days away from the trade deadline. I know as more of a casual basketball fan, I'm hoping for some type of like Giannis or Harden or Kawhi or some type of big move to get us all pumped up. Because remember, it was a year ago.
Just for the drama.
It was a year ago when we were all like, ooh, Luka, Anthony Davis. And that gave us like tons of fun conversations.
The Timberwolves today did clear a little more of their cap space to maybe get Giannis. So that's kind of the rumblings today.
Wait, where may he go, Monty? The Timber what?
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
I still don't hear it. I don't hear it. You guys, I don't hear it.
You don't hear
the Wolves.
Timberwolves. Okay.
All right.
Leave the L out.
Based on LeBron, probably his last year, and Harden's out or on his way out.
Not for sure.
Yeah, not for sure, but he's on his way out. We're hearing the whispers. How do you know when it's over? Other indicators. We got more Covino and Rich, and we got Kendrick Bourne on the Covino and Rich Show, Radio Row, Fox Sports Radio.
All right, DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is making every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes just for betting live.
And here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, get your promo token, place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in.
And every live bet means another shot to win. Place a live bet, stack your entries all Sunday long. Once the game wraps up, we'll randomly select our prize winners, and there's more than 100,000 winners. Will you be one of them?
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code CRSHOW in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
The Brewers get a couple highly touted prospects from the Mets. And this is a segment I like to call Who Gives a Rat's Ass About Prospects?
Good one. Little wordy, but I like it. I don't give a rat's ass.
I don't give a rat's ass. Because in baseball, football, basketball, it's the equivalent of like late round draft picks. I get it. It's nice to have that equity. It's nice to have those picks. It's nice to have those prospects. But we, more so than ever, name the sport. It's like Amazon, Prime Now. You order something, you want it that day or the next morning. We don't have the patience. Like, oh, Covino, I ordered a new jacket or some sneakers. They come in next Friday. Yeah, no thanks. I'm going to try to find a pair that gets on my doorstep tomorrow.
Now.
We are impatient. So why do you think people want to wait for prospects? I have Met fan friends that are like, man, I'm excited about Peralta, but we gave up Jet Williams and Sprout. I'm like, Sprout was 0-2 last year with an ERA around 5. He's a young, talented guy, but, I mean, do you want to wait for this guy to work out?
I want to know the numbers of how many times players to be named later or prospects ever really pans out. It can't be that often.
And you know what? Your team knows who they are. Like, and the other one was Jet Williams, who's like, he's like 5'8", crafty little like center fielder. I'm like, the Mets don't need that.
Yeah,
So
and I'm sure he's good, and I wish him the best and all, but he's not the Freddie Peralta you need right now.
I think every franchise in all sports, they know like the one or two guys that got away over the years, right? Because your franchise agonizes over it. Like, oh my God, you know, the Mets traded away Nolan Ryan in the 60s or the 70s. You know those guys. Even right now, the Mets, they let PCA, Crow Armstrong, get away.
Mm-hmm.
But he got like a mediocre second half. He's a really good player, but like, hey, you got to win now. And to me, when people say,
yeah, but you need the pieces that you need too, though. Like you said, you need starting pitching, and that's what you got.
To me, give me a starting pitcher that is a frontline guy like a Freddie Peralta, and I'll give you 10 farm system guys because who cares? You have Luis Robert, you have Soto, Lindor, Polanco. If you're a Mets fan, you have all these guys. Like, so who cares about a guy?
By the way, Rich, you're always quick to remind your friends and everybody on Fox Sports Radio, like, to get what you need or to get somebody of quality, you have to give up something. Trades don't work just one way and that's it. You can't ask for an MVP caliber player or an all-star or 17-win pitcher and expect to give up nothing.
I heard
that's not how trades work.
I heard a Knicks fan the other day, one of my buddies on the East Coast, he's like, man, it would be really cool if they got Giannis. What if we gave him, and he just started naming like Knicks bench players. I'm like, that's not how trades work.
That's not how it works, dude. I mean, that sounds great and all, but that's not how it goes. So if you want a quality player, you have to probably give up some potential or another quality player.
You can't get Scooble from the Tigers for a bag of potato chips and a utility infielder.
I think baseball is unique because of the prospects. We rarely see player for player in the NFL, so it's player for draft pick. And in the NBA, same sort of deal. But what is interesting to what you're saying is I think that people thought that the normal argument was going to be rich get richer. Look, Brewers trading their ace because of whatever. There are some in Milwaukee who are very frustrated with this move because of how good last season went, because of what their strength was. I mean, they didn't hit it all in the NLCS against the Dodgers, but this is also the reason why the Brewers have perennially been in the postseason year after year after year following this sort of route. But I think ultimately, to your point, Rich, in baseball, the named player is always going to win. It's immediately always going to win. Now, Jet Williams, could be a 10-time Gold Glover, by 2037, and then we'll look back at it. But right now, it feels like you're getting something for nothing.
Yeah, but right now you have Soto, Lindor, and all these guys that are getting older every year. Go get Freddie Peralta if you can.
The Rangers got Mackenzie Gore today for 5 minor leaguers from the Nationals.
Yeah, 5 guys that maybe one works out, but we'll figure that out, like you said, in years from now.
Yeah.
I never care about that. It's like a stock that blew up. It's like, well, at the time I didn't know. So why do you cry about it?
Man, I should have bought Bitcoin
no,
when
it
was
really
whatever.
is.
Yeah,
It's like, man, I had it. But at the time you didn't know. So what difference does that make? Yeah, in retrospect, all you could do is shrug about it. Like, well. So if Sprout or Williams becomes a thing, hey, what are you going to do? You needed Peralta in the moment.
as I was Sam plays the guy that actually said to Covino, does anyone have more of a 90s face than me?
And I looked at Sugar Ray and I said, no, not
Maybe not. I don't think so.
But he's a great dude. But how do you know when it's over? We'll take your feedback at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. And, of course, back at the studio, Iowa Sam is hanging out. We got Bo hanging out. The whole team is there at 877-99 on Fox. Danny G's here, super producing. And remember, you could watch what you hear right now. Watch the show, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio stage at the Media Center, downtown San Francisco. And it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. Our play is actually the best question given to Mike Vrabel as Super Bowl opening night in the Bay Area.
Is this a must-win game?
A must-win? Yeah, I think every time we go out, there's a must-win game. I mean, it's kind of the attitude that I've always taken in the National Football League.
Now, obviously, we're being facetious because it's the Super Bowl must-win game.
But that was courtesy of Dave Damshek of DraftKings, and apparently it's a question he's asked year after year.
Yeah, running gag.
He was looking for laughs.
But you know when the joke doesn't hit?
Right.
The joke didn't hit, so people were like, what the dumb question? He's like, no, it's a joke.
Yeah,
that, you know.
I mean, obviously it's a must-win game, but that didn't go over the way it was supposed to.
He's no Guillermo.
No.
Yeah, he was really trying like some type of Baba Booey, Guillermo, fun rando question, and it turned out to be flat.
But for over 40 years, no flats with Tire Rack.
No,
Tire Rack
hey.
helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. So I'm Covino. That's Rich. We got Spot on the videos with Sagar and Elijah. So, again, tune in, Covino and Rich FSR. 2 stories. Big stories, big NBA stories, even though it's all about the NFL this week. Dude, James Harden, 2020 in the Rockets, 2022 in Brooklyn, 2023 76ers wants out, 2026 wants out of the Clippers now. The dude is just a pain in the ace. Let's be real about that.
Picture. Where does he look chubby Harden? Like Brooklyn, I feel like.
In Houston too, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Monty said it already. They've been playing great. Started rough, playing great in his zone.
They're like on a 16-3 run.
And all of a sudden, now we're hearing rumors about Cleveland. You got to listen out for Dan Byer if he has any updates. And then there's another story that just keeps popping up. This is according to NBA Central and popping all over social media. The Lakers and LeBron are reportedly ready to move on from each other, per Jake L. Fisher. And like I said, NBA Central. And definitely the Lakers are ready to move on from LeBron. So this is like a mutual thing we're hearing about now. James and I think LeBron is ready to move on from the Lakers as well. That's kind of the foregone sentiment in Los Angeles right now and what's about to come this summer. So that's not trade deadline. That's at the end of this year.
You know what's interesting about the Harden thing, is that, again, we talked about jobs, relationships, friendships, these things apply to everything. When you know it's over, when the writing's on the wall. I just think it's interesting. There's always scenarios where, I don't know, someone leaves the cast of a show or someone leaves the band. Someone, the lead singer decided to go separate ways from the guitar player. And you're like, was there really that big an issue to ruin a good thing? And I feel like right now, Monty and Clipper fan sentiment would be like, what is it that you want to ruin this good thing right now? Like sometimes it's like,
it's just selfish mindset. It's also a generational mindset. There's other ways to look at it too. Like he's looking out for himself. It's just a different mentality. It's no longer about the team. It's about me, and he wants out, and he's taking a stand to get what he wants, and that's longevity in the contract, like we said, and money issues. But man, how do you know what are the indicators? I think we hit on most of them, to be honest, Rich.
I mean, I think you nailed it. I think a lot of times
here's one more.
Yeah.
When you're like the last guy standing, like, everybody else in the company, everyone else in the team has gone, and you're like, man, I'm the only dude that's still around. Like, it might be time for a change or time to hang it up. That's a great indicator. Everyone moves on.
In our industry, there were a lot of radio guys
but they
that got
feel that
scared about the future, and they got into other industries, and we stayed in it.
Yeah, no, I
Industries,
agree.
yes.
I would say though, what Covino's saying at a workplace, like
gotcha. If you're the last of your
like
crew,
he's saying, like, if there was a staff at a radio station that you like, oh wow, every other person that I started with is gone. Like a team, right? Like when you dismantle a team, I think
Because
of the
then
86,
you feel like the oldest guy there too.
I think of the 86 Mets. I think of the 2016 Cubs. You know, when all of a sudden the star players like the minute the Cubs get rid of Bryant and Rizzo and this, there's always gonna be that last guy that's like,
You know what that last guy's doing too? He's telling all the new people
how it used to be great.
How great it used to be
Oh, you
in
missed
the
the
golden
heyday.
days, and you missed this and that. When you're that guy, it might be time for you to move on too. So these are great indicators. And like I said, from personal experience, you know, when it comes to jobs and living situations, every time I stop caring, you know, it's just an ugly look, and it's time to probably change the setting. And if that's the case with Harden, I mean, not here to judge. We're just here to speculate.
Think of the one fun time for me as a Mets fan as a kid. 86 Mets. Gary Carter leaves for the Giants, if you remember. Darryl Strawberry signs that deal with the Dodgers. Keith Hernandez somehow winds up on the Indians.
Yeah,
Doc Gooden's there. It's like, you don't think Doc Gooden was like, let me tell you, back in the day, like, because there's always one guy remaining. I think a lot of times that's the sign it's time to move on. When you see other people happy, and you're like, wow, I'm not happy. That's one sign. But, hey, you know what?
Or other people winning, you know, all those things.
Do you think LeBron will have one more run somewhere else, or do you think this is it?
I feel like he's got one more really good season left in him after this one. And where he goes to ride off into the sunset, that remains to be seen. Because if the Lakers want to keep him, if he still wants to end his career in L.A., he's going to have to rework his contract because his number is way too big right now.
Who are the two people we're talking about right now? We're talking about James Harden this season.
Yeah.
We're talking about LeBron next season.
Yeah.
Both rumored to be going to Cleveland. So maybe there's a little like, hey, man.
Let me ask.
I'm going for one more run in Cleveland. I want you to be a part of it. Like, you never know what they've got up their sleeve.
Let me give you a Covino and Rich prop bet. What do you feel like is more likely? Aaron Rodgers to throw another touchdown in the NFL, or LeBron James to play for another team?
I think LeBron goes to Cleveland and retires with Cleveland.
You think he'll take
they
whatever
wait it
money
out
makes
at
sense?
the
Like
end of the year, Cleveland doesn't have to give up any players to get LeBron. They just work out the contract, they get him, then they get Harden, and he goes out with an actual chance to win. And maybe Harden's saying, well, you know what? I want to be part of that because they're already a good team. So who knows what they have up their sleeve, what they're trying to figure out. But another indicator, guys, is when you see other people being treated great, either in another relationship or another workplace.
Yep.
You know, you're like, hey, why am I not being treated that way? Maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's a sign that it's over.
You mean like how they catered Stu Gott's food yesterday, and you? Oh wait, you got a salad at the end.
We got free salad.
Yeah, you did.
You got so.
Wait, he got steak.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait.
Right.
So
right.
hey, listen, we'll take your feedback on that. And Kendrick Bourne is going to join us in about 5 minutes. And this guy is personality plus. So, you know, no sneak diss to any guests we've had so far. They're a little more chill and subdued. Kendrick Bourne brings the energy levels to a new height. So we'll do that next. Live from San Francisco. Covino and Rich, Fox Sports Radio, Media Center. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
if the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate your show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm gonna go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win? Our friendship is real.
San Francisco, NFL Media Center, getting ready for Super Bowl 60. Show sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL and NBA.
You know what must be weird for our parents? If your parents are boomers, they must remember Super Bowl I.
Boom!
I'd be like, man, I'm getting old. Honestly, think about it. Super Bowl I, in the late 60s.
Well, right now, use promo code CRSHOW. Claim your special offer at DraftKings. Again, promo code CRSHOW for Covino and Rich Show at DraftKings. The crown is yours.
And if you're facing a peak season, look for a team member. Well, Workforce Solutions from Express got you covered. They make hiring easy. Visit expresspros.com to find an office near you and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster.
Now, we want you guys to watch what you hear, Covino and Rich FSR. And join the live chat, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Thank you guys for hanging out. All week is going to get crazy, hearing lots of great gossip, whispers, murmurs, rumors about who's stopping by. And I don't want to say too much, but some really, really cool guests.
Well, get this. Not only the big, maybe, I don't know, franchise-changing guests that might be on the show that make Danny happy or New Yorkers happy. I've heard some big names. I'll say this. Later this hour, we may have a guest that wants to talk to you about your Mahomes impression and your Tyson impression. Let's just say it's a guy that is pretty known for his impressions.
Oh, man. I hope we make a good impression.
I hope so.
So, anyway, Covino and Rich, I do want to shout out Spotty, Elijah, Sagar, the whole team here.
Yeah.
Danny G,
Wait a
super
second.
producing, Sam.
The guy from Police Academy is going to come on?
No. What's his name? Winslow?
Michael
No,
Winslow?
not
him.
Michael Winslow. Someone even cooler, maybe. But again, don't want to overpromise. Also, Bree and Bo and Bursch. Triple B back at the studio, Fox Sports Radio. And thank you, Fox Sports Radio Nation, for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Now, Rich, one of your boys.
Oh, we caught up with him earlier. Kendrick Bourne, and this guy is excitement personified. So about an hour ago, talked to him, and here's how it went down.
Covino and Rich with a guy that I don't think he even knows right now. I'm a Niners fan, so that's my dude right there. Kendrick Bourne on the Covino and Rich Show.
Bro.
What up,
What's
man?
What's
you
up? What's
got to be looking at the Super Bowl. Like, you can't be hoping Seattle does anything good, right? I mean,
It's actually hard. So I got some guys over there, Cooper Kupp, who I'm connected to, man. His story's been freaking phenomenal. But definitely a rival. And definitely don't want him to do too good, but I want my guy Coop's story to kind of be fulfilled.
you know, that's something that we've learned over the years as we do interviews and meet players. You want to hate certain guys. They're on a team you don't like, but they're good dudes. Like Puka Nacua is a great dude, but I'm like, F the Rams, you know? Like,
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And I want to make this observation, too. First of all, thanks for your time, man.
course.
And congrats on everything.
Sir,
Entering his
thank
10th season. You're getting up there, bro.
Man,
Getting
bro.
up, time's flying, right?
Getting real, man.
I want to make this point. Like, no matter how hard we try to look cool as hosts and just here at the convention center, you come in here looking like that, man. Those chains, the watch, like, that's a whole process, man. I love it.
Yeah,
Dude,
thank
you
man.
picked that out yourself, like all those chains, everything.
Exactly. Yeah, the whole fit. So, well, actually, the outfit come together, then the chains, different sets, you know. So I'm like, all right, what look better? So nothing crazy, just.
But do you ever have that doubt that every guy has of like, can I pull this off, or is it you just take that risk?
That's a great question. So some guys don't want to step into it, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? The limelight, I don't mind. Judgment, make people look at me, make people talk, interact. Like, that's what I love about it most. So it's never about wearing it to make somebody else feel down or humbling, but you know what I'm saying?
It's for you. You know what's
Exactly.
You know what's wild when you think about 53 dudes on a team. This is your look. And then, like, my dude Brock Purdy walks in like he's out of an LL Bean catalog. Like, there's so many different styles within a locker room, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like culture, different cultures.
Yeah.
And then cultures interacting, cultures intersecting. You know what I'm saying? What can I learn from this culture? What can I learn from this culture? And trying to engage in all of them, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how to carry myself. Like, I'm not going to dress like this going into a business meeting. But I'm on Radio Row, so I'm like, hey, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to promote myself how I feel. But If I'm going to sign my contract or coming to the game, I might wear a suit. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
When you sign your contract, do they really give you that feather pen that I see on like Instagram, the 49ers red feather pen?
I think they really are signing it. That is funny. That's dope though. You know what I'm saying? Just give it a little touch, but that's definitely what they're doing. But yeah, that's just the style, different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like Brock doing the Dougie, stuff like that. Like he's intertwining with culture. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop culture and swag. It's dope how it interacts, brings a team together.
Did that surprise you guys when he broke out the Dougie?
It actually wasn't surprising. He was saying it in practice, so he like, I'm probably gonna do it. I'm gonna see. And so when he cracked it, it was dope that he actually did it, live, and it was powerful for the team.
And you got to watch the highlights later on, right? I mean, you guys always watching film. You watch the highlights and laugh about it?
Yes, it's funny. So, like, Kyle always be like, well, this is a little cringe every time you do it. But to us, it's like, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It builds camaraderie and, like, all right, Brock's having fun. He balling, having fun, dancing. It just gives you that sense of energy. But, like, coaches view it different. Like, well, you don't have that much rhythm compared to Kendrick Bourne doing a Dougie. But it's about the antics of it and how much fun it brings.
Let's talk about the camaraderie, Rich. You're always talking about
it. Because I see like guys like Christian McCaffrey and, you guys talk about how this team's closer than any other team. There really is a true camaraderie. Can you talk about what makes that camaraderie? Because I can't be on every team, but it seems like the Niners this year had adversity, injuries, all this stuff. But you guys were tight.
Yeah, it's powerful. Christian McCaffrey is one of the biggest pieces to that puzzle, obviously. And so when he talks and, like, how he operates, it's just phenomenal. That was my first year with him. Obviously, I left San Fran my first tenure, and being with him was just amazing to learn. And he just creates that connection between everybody because, like, he's the main piece, you know what I'm saying? So it flows off of him. So you got to know how he thinks, how he moves, and it just helps us all. So we're just very connected, man. And Kyle and John know how to put the right pieces together, glue guys. And I think that was powerful this year with the adversity that we had to deal with. So we just all together, man, and it's a process every game, every day.
Noticeable camaraderie, a lot of conspiracy when you talk about diversity. I want to know what your thoughts are on that electrical substation, the practice plant. Like, do you guys talk about that? Do you think there's any truth to it? Because honestly, there's a part of me that's like, well,
yes,
how do you explain all the
Yes, bro. Yes, there's something. There has to be, bro.
Right?
Like, and then, like, Jerry Rice said something the other day. He like, nah, we won 2 championships here. So he was kind of downplaying it. But then that's over time. You know what I'm saying? What happens over time? We don't know how strong, how much more are they cranking it up. I don't know. So, like, you get a guy that came under the fence and scanned something, but, like, all right, it's saying something. And then this is something that I noticed the last day. So there's soccer fields, and then there's our field.
Yeah.
The soccer field stays green throughout the year. Our field turns brown. So we are cutting it up and running on it with cleats, but then why can't it stay green in California? It ain't hot. It ain't raining every day. It's consistent. So, you know what I'm saying?
There might be something to it.
When you see that on like Instagram or TikTok, are you hitting up your teammates like, yo, you got to check this out?
So I be trolling. Like, I'm a troll. Like, yes, me and D-Rob, you know what I'm saying? We always trying to, like, stir something up.
Yeah.
So I said it in the media after a game. I
saw that, yeah.
Yeah, George Achilles. They're like, yeah, what do you think happened? I said, it's the power plant. And I said it subtle, quick. And I was like, nah, I'm just playing. But, like, I'm also, there's truth in every joke.
Yeah.
And, like, so I be conspiracy theorist about it, but it's just what it is.
Well, so many great characters, personalities, people on your team. Who is the heart and soul? Because we had Fred Warner on last year at Radio Row, and I was just overwhelmed. What a good dude he is.
Yes.
I see him and his wife, and then McCaffrey seems like the guy, but Kittle's the guy's an animal.
Yes.
How do you define the heart and soul of this team? Is it all these guys together?
It might be George, though, ultimately. Like, yeah, it's a bunch. Like, Trent has his own type of aura connected to it, but then George is just that energy that is consistent every day. You can't find it. I bring the same kind of energy. I connect with George a lot, and so he's kind of the heart and soul. But it's definitely collective. But it's just the right people in the building that they bring in, man. So that's why they win a lot. You know what I'm saying? They built the right foundation, brought the right people in, and they create a culture that can last a while.
Yeah. Speaking of your teammates, is there a teammate or maybe another player that pushes you further, pushes you to another limit, makes you the player that you are?
That is a great question. I'll probably have to say my coach, Coach Hankerson, Leonard Hankerson. He played.
Yeah.
And in that building, I got there week 2, so I missed week 1. I got released from the Patriots, and he just pushed me, man. He challenged me, so I couldn't think of an exact player right now. I was building relationships. So, how guys don't be want to overstep, but Hankerson, I would have to give it to him, man. He helped me get to another level of play just in a small span of time, and I had a good year, man. So it was shout out to him, but I can't think of a specific.
No,
player
that's
right
cool.
now.
I got a question for you. We were talking about all these guys are great guys in the Niners. I'm a Niners fan. Is there a guy on the team that do you have a sister or no?
I do.
Is there a guy you would not let date your sister?
A guy not let date my sister. Yeah. Oh wait. Let me think.
It seemed like a bunch of good dudes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of good dudes, but there's guys that that live fast life, bro. It'll probably be Chase Lucas. Hey, bro, don't hold me to that, bro. Chase Lucas, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Is there a point in the season where, listen, again, it's so funny because I'm a fan. You're on the team, and I'm like rationalizing, like, all right, well, Kittle's out, but Tonjes is doing great, and like I'm rationalizing. Are you like, what is the mindset when these key players are going down? Is it like, let's step it up, next guy? They always say that, but was there a point where I even heard Trent say, like, yo, listen, we were just up against so much.
Yeah, so you just have to have that mindset on a team, and that's where Kyle and John and the front office, they have to bring in the right backups. You don't want to drop off. You don't want somebody to go down and be like, oh yeah, we have no shot. So when we can say, oh, now we're still all right, you know you're in a good space. So it's an overall organization thing that who they bringing in is important. But you definitely don't want to lose your best guys. But, okay, who's behind them? And that makes Kyle comfortable to call the same plays. You know, he don't change his whole script because George went down. We know Jake can do the job. You know, Ricky went down. I came in. They trust me to do what I'm supposed to do, step in. So that breath of fresh air is strong. So even like Mac Jones, backup quarterback coming in, holding it down, winning 4 or 5 games, it just helps Kyle, you know, just keep his process, and they did a good job of bringing the right guys in overall.
It's Covino and Rich with Kendrick Bourne.
Sir.
Pleasure to have you here, man. Congrats again on everything. Do you have to be a trash talker in the league? If you're a wideout, right, at your level, do you have to be able to talk some trash?
Funny. So I got a funny story. So Seattle, the last game, they whooped us, bro, unfortunately. But so it's start early. We come out first play. I ran like a fake boot, and the guy hit me. The guy hits me. I think it was the cornerback, 29. I don't know his name. But he hit me. He was like, you a B-word. I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh, dang, bro. That's how we start?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, your mama. and I was like, you know, no harm or foul, but it's like free game. We talking. Bro, he comes up to me after the game. He's like, hey, man, my mom passed away. I said, no. I said, bro. No, bro. I was like, nah, my bad, bro. I said, hey, bro, you started it, bro. I said, so I was like, but I got under your skin, though. I know I did. So I ain't much of a trash talker.
But it's part of the fun.
It's part of the fun. So I'm saying it from a not harmful place, but like I hit him where it hurts. I didn't really mean. If I would have known that, I would have been like, nah.
Right.
I would never said that. But I was just like, you just throw a punch back. You get jab
But
back.
I feel like it's part of the personality type of a wideout.
Well, I mean,
you gotta have some
your boy Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
He's different. He's different. You know. And so now with penalties and what is it called? Where you can't taunting.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. You can't stand over a guy. Tariq Woolen, he was talking to the sideline and got a flag. So there's ways you have to be careful. You can talk, so they don't know what you're saying, but you got to watch the antics, standing over. You know, it's
Kendrick, you got to teach me something right now. Let's say I'm a wide receiver. Right? Big first down. What are we doing? Are we doing a Kittle this, or what are we doing?
I'm doing a cross, man.
All right.
I'm glorifying God, man, and I'm pointing.
I like
that, sir.
So, side of the cross.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
that. You know what I'm saying? That's what but I gotta. So I be spinning the ball, and then I do that. But like my coach is on my head, like you gotta move forward, because if you do it in front of somebody while he's standing, it gets tricky, bro. So you got to get better with your taunts.
You know what? Tell me about your celebrations.
That's a dope feeling, though, right? When you're like,
tell me about the celebrations and the dances, though, because I know you're known for this. Like, how much rehearsal goes into that?
Oh,
like,
no,
there's like choreography. Like, how much?
No, we're serious about it. So we did a double dutch. D-Rob scored, and we just thought a double dutch. It was a funny thing, but just people so they can know what we're doing. Like, right when you see it, like, oh, that's what that is. So we just through the week of practice, we like every time we go in the end zone and red zone,
and the coaches are cool with that.
Yeah, they love it.
Right.
It's what's funny about it because it brings them joy. They watch film all day. It may get boring. So when we do something funny on film, it brings that enlightenment. Like, man, all right, these guys are having fun. It's enjoyment.
I'm so glad to hear that because
Powerful.
you know they bust my balls because I coach my kids and I take a lot of pride in it. But I'm like fun time coach, and I'm like, you know what? Whether
It's
you're a
gotta
kid,
be fun, though.
whether you're a kid
Gotta be.
or a pro, like having fun playing sports is such a big part of it.
Exactly. So when you lose that joy, that kid like joy, bro, it gets heavy. It's already heavy enough. So that's a great point. You know, how do you find that, keep that kid like joy forever? And for me, that's how I've made it 10 years. Y'all talked about I'm almost done, you know, and I've enjoyed it, man, like fully. I'm fully like grasping every piece of it. And that's been my main piece is like treating it like a kid, like I was in 6th grade, scoring a touchdown, celebrating, having joy, smiling, and it's been powerful.
I'm happy to hear that, man.
Sir.
And as radio guys, right, we built our career in music, but we're sports fans, so we ended up here. And we always wonder, like, why do people separate the two? They go hand in hand. I know you're a big music guy.
Yes,
Tell
bro.
tell
Like, to
us
me, like,
what music means to you.
Music
man.
and sports.
Yeah.
It's just powerful. You know, it connects. When I think about music and how it influences, my biggest thing right now is my influence. So you talk about my image.
Yeah.
You know, I want to carry a good image, but my image matches my personality, who I am. They know it's genuine, so they don't just judge me by my image. But then when I hear my voice and they hear my music, lyrics, my sound, they're like, man, he actually has something. He's been through something. It means something. So music is just a powerful tool to influence somebody in the right direction or the wrong direction. Football, I have the power to influence somebody in the wrong direction or the right direction. So what direction am I leading people, man? And music has given me that path to just infiltrate. I'm really trying to reach the youth. I actually make gospel music, gospel rap. So just spreading a good message, man. But they definitely connect. You know, rappers want to be football players want to be rappers. So how do we connect
Do
it?
you play it for your teammates, man?
Yeah.
They get down. They like your stuff.
They actually
or-
like it. You know,
That's awesome.
I get a lot of support. You get haters too. You know what I'm saying? You know, guys that are like, man, turn this off. But I love
You're like, that's
yeah.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
that hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. It's
Yeah.
like, but you get, how do you take criticism? And that's how I, you know, it's just like anything. Do I want to get better? Hear what people are saying, hear their opinions, and take it how it is. Take it on the chin. But I get a lot of good, bad, in between, and it's just about keep growing.
I love that you do both.
Thanks,
I
bro.
love
Thanks,
that. Yeah.
It's
I
been
love
powerful.
watching you this year. I got to ask, when you make a catch or get that yardage for an incentive,
Uh-huh.
and you know it, is that first add a little extra? Is that a
Bro,
little extra?
yeah, bro, so, bro.
But he does know it. There's a lot of people that pretend like they didn't know it.
That's I know. So actually, but the game I had one catch.
Yeah.
I caught a ball and then I dropped it too fast. I was trying to celebrate too fast. I was excited.
Yeah.
But then I caught it and I got up and just let the ball go. And then they like reviewed it and they like, yeah, you dropped it. So I look so stupid, bro. I'm celebrating 500,000.
That's right.
And then Brock Purdy got me right a couple plays later. But that's just a funny story. But I knew. So I had the celebration ready, and it kind of went on a frenzy on social media, but just monetizing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the opportunity.
Hey, let me ask you. You mentioned Brock Purdy. First tenure, you had Jimmy G and some other faces.
Yeah.
Handsome face Jimmy G. But let's talk Brock for a second because, you know, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick.
Yes.
He's proved that that's clearly not the case.
Yep.
What's special about this dude? Because I feel like he sees things in a way that people don't really. And he's mobile too.
Yep. One of the things I admire about Brock is he's a believer, strong believer, believes in God, let God guide his steps.
Yeah.
That's something that I admire. And then the competitors, like, it's wild, bro. Like, you know, being smaller size quarterback, like Russell Wilson kind of like vibe, but very mobile, like you said. But then just that competitive nature just takes you further than you could ever imagine. When you always try to win, you're always going to go further. So, like, he has that, and that's why he's not Mr. Relevant anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's created that path because he's going to try his hardest. And then, like, his build, bro, I didn't know until I got there, like, he's actually stocky and, like, firm. Like, he's hard to take down. Like, his legs are trunks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
of course.
things that I've learned about him being around him this year has been powerful, and he's pushed me to be a better competitor. So, he's actually one of those guys you said that, like, somebody that I think are pushing me. He was one of those. Just, he didn't really say it, but, like, seeing him in the day-to-day was powerful.
Let me ask you one last thing, and people got to check out your music. People got to check
Yeah,
out everything
yeah,
Kendrick Bourne
yeah.
is doing. A guy that's entering the draft and a guy that's into faith, into football, a competitor. How do you think Fernando Mendoza is going to do in the NFL?
Oh, wow. That's a great question.
You intrigued by this kid or what?
I'm very intrigued, man. Even a competitor also. Like, you can see, like, he's not going to quit. He's going to do anything he can. Like, when he dove in the end zone and said,
yeah,
it don't matter how I get hit, like, what I got to do, like, that'll take you through the league, like, by storm. You know what I'm saying? You can have the smarts, the talent, the speed, the strength, but if you're not competitive, if you're going to quit after you take one L in a rep, throw an interception, you're not gonna make it nowhere. So he has that competitive spirit, and I believe in him. So I can't wait to see his story.
I'll tell you what, we believe in anything you're doing. You're a freaking personality plus.
Let's
Kendrick
go.
Bourne, tell people where they can find all the stuff you're doing.
Yes,
music.
sir. Yes, sir. So I got a clothing brand right here, Born Blessed. Why I got it made like this, because I'm promoting Christ, man. So Christ died for me, and this is his blood on the cross. So that's kind of this is like my official logo. And bornblessed.com, that's what I'm promoting. Obviously, everybody was born for a reason.
Yep.
So if you know when you find your purpose, you know what I'm saying, now you living in purpose, and that's why you was born. So Born Blessed is kind of that lingo. I got a foundation, man, helping underprivileged youth, man. And in the high school age, I was helped by my high school coach, and at that age where I didn't really know my path, and he was very important in my life. So trying to create programs, run camps, things like that, give scholarships so kids can have opportunity, just belief in themselves. And then the music, man. It was Born Blessed Foundation, so everything's Born Blessed for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then the music, my artist name is Born Blessed, and you can listen to it on anything, man. So promoting gospel, man, promoting God, man, and letting him lead my life. It has led me far. So that's me, man.
Born Blessed. I love it,
Let's
bro.
go.
No, for real, man. We got to have you back on,
Yeah,
dude,
thank you.
for sure,
I want
man.
some shirts, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. Is it free?
Yes, it's free, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm talking about.
Hey,
Kendrick, like, here's my Venmo.
Hey, want to thank you for stopping by.
Are you on black?
Yeah. Oh, I'll go.
I'll take,
you want black?
I'll take gray. Yo, I like
Are
that.
you on gray?
Yeah,
I got
hell yeah.
cream too.
Hey, Born Blessed.
You know what I'm
Check this
saying,
out.
man?
We're
That's
gonna
what
check
he's
this out.
doing, man.
Boom.
All right, thank
Kendrick.
you so much for
God.
stopping
Appreciate
by.
you guys,
Kendrick
fellas.
Bourne, 49ers here on the Covino and Rich Show, Fox Sports Radio.
Let's go.
Bourne brought it.
He is such a good dude, and he's always welcome on the show. You got to bring it on the Covino and Rich Show.
That's the energy. I'm
Yeah.
setting a standard from now on. You got to bring Kendrick Bourne level energy.
For real,
to
that was
CNR.
great. I'd love to have him back. What a nice dude. Rooting for him, moving forward. And if you just joined us, we did have Bryce Young and Rico Dowdle on the show earlier. So again, catch it later, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube if you missed it. But again, hearing lots of great rumors about who's coming on later on this week. And even today, Frank Caliendo might be stopping by. That's what we're hearing.
I love it. So, hey, just a lot of fun doing it live. Radio Media Row here in San Francisco.
Fernando.
So don't get to, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm hearing some big names later in the week. So hang tight for that. We got more Covino and Rich next live from Media Row. So hang tight.
Are you facing hiring headaches? Staffing your business is complex. High turnover, skills gaps, ever-changing regulations can slow growth and drain resources. That's where Express Employment Professionals comes in. With decades of staffing expertise, Express connects you to a larger pool of qualified candidates, helping you reduce turnover and build the right-size workforce.
Get started at expresspros.com. And if you need to flex staff for peak seasons or special projects, Express Employment Pros offers contract staffing so you can scale up or down with ease, preventing burnout and boosting productivity.
Worried about compliance? Express stays on top of ever-changing employment laws. Express is recognized for excellence, earning clearly rated Best of Staffing, Client and Talent Awards, plus the Diamond Award for Client Satisfaction.
Don't let hiring challenges hold your business back. Visit expresspros.com, find a local office near you, and discover how Express Employment Pros can help you hire smarter and faster.
If hiring is taking you away from growing your business, get the support you need from Express. Don't spend your time weeding through spam online applicants. Hire faster with Express.
Don't spend time wasting, like you said. Express Employment Pros, building your workforce, supporting your success.
We got NFL breaking news.
Oh,
What
DB,
up, DB,
let's go.
Breaking news from Fox Sports.
A report from ESPN says that former Patriots head coach Bill Belichick will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, as he did not receive enough votes to be enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this upcoming summer.
But that's crazy.
The report from ESPN's Don Van Natta Jr. and Seth Wickersham say that Belichick fell short of the 40 votes out of the 50 needed to get in.
Who's hating?
Quoting at least 4 different sources is saying that Belichick was notified of this news on Friday. Belichick quoted as saying 6 Super Bowls isn't enough, and what does a guy have to do? But Bill Belichick will not be a Hall of Famer this summer, according to this report from
That's
ESPN.
That's a joke, dude. That's only a joke second to Rich not being acknowledged by his Syracuse alma mater. That's a joke.
I can't believe that.
That really is. I know he's had a rough year plus and a shaky storyline in recent history, but what he did in the NFL is unmatched, and I don't know how that's possible. So he must have rubbed somebody the wrong way. He needs to.
Are you sure one of the voters isn't Jordan Hudson's dad?
Seriously, that makes zero sense.
Honestly, like I'm. This is tough too. I'm at a loss.
He's right.
Words.
What more does he have to do?
What more does he have to do?
It's kind of a no news sort of thing, but I think it was so surprising in hearing that because we all just felt it was a foregone conclusion. Mike Holmgren got to the final round of balloting last year and ultimately did not get in. I think that he should be in. I think Mike Shanahan should be in. I think a bunch of these guys should be in. And now it's like their case isn't as good if Belichick's not getting in at this point.
By the way, that's
really
another
stupid.
Mike
DB.
Shanahan, Holmgren, these guys are generational coaches, and Belichick is on the top of that list. That is wildly bizarre to me. It's like Covino. Who was the Yankee that was missing like one vote, had 99%? Like, was it Jeter or Mariano Rivera was unanimous, right?
Mo was, I think, the only guy unanimous.
Yeah.
And Jeter was one vote. Yeah.
Like one
vote.
guy. And it's like, who is the person that said, 5 World Series, the captain, clutch, Mr. November? I'm a Mets fan. I don't
Just
like
a
the
hater,
Yankees.
bro.
But in my mind, I'm like, to not vote Jeter in, to not vote Belichick in, those jabronis deserve to get their vote taken away.
You could think whatever you want about Belichick as a person. You
Grumpy,
could hate the Patriots. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I think everyone should be able to acknowledge what he did for the Patriots and in the NFL.
Damn.
So that's just ridiculous.
Thanks for the breaking news, DB.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's wild.
And
Really
there's one other layer to this. He was in a coaches category. Bob Kraft, Patriots owner, is a finalist in the contributors category. So you wonder, did Kraft get in? And they're like, we don't want to mess with Belichick, or we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out. But both were up for possible enshrinement this summer. But Belichick apparently not good enough to make the cut. We'll see if the Patriots.
Wouldn't you think
owner
there's a
is.
mistake there? Like, there has to be an error.
Like, was there a hanging Chad involved?
Right.
Was there?
It's a misprint.
Is it the case of the hanging Chad 25 years later? 26
so
years later? My
stupid.
goodness. Well, think about it. If you're voting, forget the 6 Super Bowl wins, 9 Super Bowl appearances, right? The 2 Giants losses and the Eagles loss. And
You mean as an assistant?
as an
What-
assistant, and a win as an assistant and a loss.
2, yeah, he had 2 in 21 and 25.
Yeah. So, Mike,
Super
all
Bowls.
that and nothing, huh? No beans.
Dedicated his life to the NFL and was great at it. That's a joke. I feel like someone's out for him, if not a misprint, or he really did something behind the scenes we don't know about, because that makes no sense at all. Yeah, there's a lot of people that just didn't take kindly to the fact that he's affiliated with some cheating scandals. And that's why your boy Carlos Beltran even got some flack, but he got voted in, but there was a lot of speculation, and some people really hold a grudge more so to certain people than others, and Bill Belichick, not the most likable guy, maybe rubbed some people the wrong way, and they're like, you mean
Cincinnati.
Bill, Spygate Bill, Deflategate Bill?
Dan Beyer and I were talking about that during the break, that, there are people that might say, of course he's going to get in, but because of Spygate, maybe just not the first time.
program. Covino Rich on Fox Sports Radio, live from the Fox Sports Radio stage at the Media Center, downtown San Francisco. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Tire Rack. I say I'm doing a Coach Lou Brown now. I feel insecure doing impressions because our next guest.
Tire Rack.
Tire Rack. And real quick,
Come
also,
on, Rich, give him the heater.
Tire Rack, and of course, Dude Wipes.
Give me more.
Is it as good as it gets? No. Switch to life-changing, extra-large, flushable Dude Wipes because wetter just cleans better. Available at Amazon, all nationwide retailers. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Pants down.
And what an honor to have our next guest.
Hey, it's an honor to welcome a guy I admire because he's the best. He's the best at it. When it comes to impressions, you gotta immediately think of Frank Caliendo.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah. It's so funny because I listen to you guys and I hear you guys. And so the system works.
Yeah.
I learned about you guys when you fill in for Patrick.
Oh,
that's the goal.
So when you fill in for DP, and I would listen. Sometimes, when you have your favorite shows and stuff like that, the new guys come in and you're like, oh, well, I don't. There's only a little letdown.
Yeah,
when you guys come in.
You know what? That's the goal.
It's enough of a small enough letdown to stay listed.
Right.
And that's all you're looking for, guys.
The goal, man.
No, you guys are fun. Here's the thing. You guys make all the references that I have in my life, act, everything. Everything you're talking about.
Working.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
I love to hear that it's working. You nailed it, though. That we're just trying to get you real quick. That's why we fill in for Dan.
Yeah.
Trying to hit guys like you who are the fans. We know you're disappointed, but we try to give you
I mean, that's just a bit and me being a jerk. But
no, there's truth to that.
It's fun
though.
because you guys, when you throw in the Sandler a little bit, and you're doing that.
Oh, yeah, the Sandman.
There you go. Oh,
there you go. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you don't do the quiet one. You do the 100%. I just went 150% back there. They're back at the home base. And what are they doing? They're trying to fix the VU meters right now. They're saying, that's a little too hot. What are we going to do?
And then there's romantic Sandler that I can't even come close to that. Do you do like a romantic, like when he's like real, like, sad and romantic?
I'd have to watch a little bit. I did a bit a while ago about him being serious, and sometimes it's hard to take somebody, like people can't take me seriously.
Right.
But it's like, this is the first time we could ever be together, and I know that to be very special.
Right.
And I want to kiss you. Like you're just waiting for that to happen.
I
and it
love
doesn't
that,
happen.
dude. And that's why we throw his reference out there too, because we know he's a fan.
Oh, is he?
And we're like,
Of
hey,
DP.
maybe,
So we're hoping
maybe
maybe,
maybe he's listening,
yeah.
and maybe he'll throw us in a movie one day. Who knows?
Oh yeah, everybody's working that angle though.
Oh, yeah,
every
yeah,
single
yeah.
person. DP's like, I'm the big man.
Well, dude, you know what, man? You're so good at them with us, right? I feel like there's humor in sucking at them, right? So you just
it can be fun. It can be that can be a lot of fun. And there's some that I don't do that I do that are not that great, and then you just make them more cartoony.
Right.
I mean, my Tony Romo, and I've revved up the Tony Romo-mobile 100 times today already. Oh, Jim. You got upshift, downshift, Jim. I'm not sure which it is, but it's incredible and amazing and amazingly incredible.
That's the best. The Romo is great because he was like, oh, Jim, that's
Right now, I haven't been breathing for almost 2 minutes. I've been revving.
I have a question for you, Frank. Serious question. As a kid who loved to at least try and throw it out there and thought, hey, if I practiced, I could get some of these, right?
Yeah.
How do you get past like just the typical phrases? Do you just start memorizing?
What's the point of view of the person?
Right.
What's the point of view? Like with Gruden, he's just going to ask questions like stuff he already knows the answers to, but he wants to see if you know the answer, right?
Okay.
It's like, you ever try to break down water? You ever hear of H2O? You know what that stands for? You know what that stands for? You know what that does? Hydrogen 2 oxygen. You ever hear of that, man? I'll tell you what. That's a tremendous. You know what that's called? You know what those are called?
What?
Not an element. What's it called?
Water.
Oh, you could say that too, man. That's not what I was looking for. But I can't think of it either right now. Well, it's not an element. What's when you put the two things together?
A compound?
Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to pretend like you got it right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it was a compound. I don't remember what.
So you get into their mindset because a lot of times people will be like, yo, Covino and Rich do a lot of impressions. Like, no, we just do some.
Okay, so you do what I do
there.
too a lot of the time, but
Right.
just press the button. I call it being the the button that a radio producer would press. So instead of having the button, you just do your quick thing and get in and get out.
Right.
It's almost a Robin Williams style. Where you get in, get out, get done.
Like he does Mahomes, and I think it's pretty good. But like you,
and there's like a lot of ground with Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, and you do, and it's like a kid in a candy store. And I mean, if you're okay, so you think let's see, there's Skittles, and there's all kinds of flavors, taste of rainbow, and so you got to add. So I've done this a bunch of times today, but I'll do it again. So it's Kermit the Frog, hi ho Kermit the Frog, and Fozzie Bear, waka waka waka. You add the rasp, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
But all those voices are right in there. Kermit the Frog brings down John C. Reilly.
Oh, I love that one.
And then add some air. It's Mark Ruffalo. I see this as an absolute win.
Dude, can I give you something?
wait, hold on. I've seen you do this on TikTok or Instagram.
Oh, yeah. It's all over.
Don't interrupt us.
So
You
you bring the Mark Ruffalo and bring it down. It becomes Paul Giamatti. I believe that is one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life. And I am not going to settle this right now. We will find our way through it. Wait till you see this back. You got to watch this back. You are doing all the faces as I'm doing it.
Yeah.
They're happy.
I'm loving it. No, I love the John C. Reilly tune, how he morphed into that. We interviewed him one time.
Yeah, how'd it go? Did I like you guys or not?
He loved us. We brought up like roller skating by chance, right? And like just by chance, like, I love to roller skate. We're like, you love to roller
You're doing
skate?
Pete Puma. Oh, I don't know.
No, but he apparently loves to roller skate.
Really?
Like, who knew that?
Really?
Well, I mean, I tried rollerblading for a while, but I like 4 sets of wheels.
Yeah.
I don't like only one line.
We're like,
so,
oh my God.
We do with Covino also does when we do Tyson trivia.
Oh,
and that's one that a lot of people do, but I feel like
but there's two versions. I don't do a young Tyson. I do he's stoned, he's subdued, and again, the worse it is, the better. So I'm always like very.
Oh, that's really good. That's
I'm
real.
very tired of Mike Tyson. When I lost my punching guts. I don't have the punching guts no more. I'm very tired, of Mike Tyson. Even though Frank is a very wonderful man, I'm just a very
wonderful man.
Yes, I'm a very grateful,
that's real
tired.
Yeah.
Yes.
we made debut in baseball season. You want to do Big Papi trivia?
You know, that's another question for you, bro. How do you dance around what could be considered politically incorrect? Because a lot of times, and look, I'm half Mexican, so I'll lean into that and be like, I can do Big Papi, and like I could be him, kind of like Tracy Morgan doing Big Papi. I could be him. I could be him.
That's crazy.
Right?
Doing Tracy Morgan. How did Big Papi become Tracy Morgan? You added a little extra Papi.
Love that.
Hey, I want to put a baby in you.
I love Tracy Morgan.
That's crazy.
Did you see that story recently about Tracy Morgan? How he turned down a homeless guy that he used to know? Did you see that?
No, I saw it, but it's also at the same time you don't know everything that's going on there.
The backstory was he used, or as I know it,
put it in quotes, by the way. You put the backstory in quotes. That's the big problem with the story that you're telling.
You were Frank Caliendo. This is so cool, man, because I'm a big fan. We see your clips all the time. I mean, we've been seeing you for years. But the backstory, according to social media, which means it has to be true, Rich,
which means
is that he's rolling through the streets, and there was a guy that used to bully him when he was a kid.
I saw it.
And the guy's like, yo, Tracy, it's me, the guy that used to bully you. And he's like, yo, I didn't forget you. And he's like, I don't owe you nothing. And he's like, come on, man, help me out. I'm homeless. And he's like, that ain't my problem. And now it's a question of, is that right on Tracy?
That's not his problem, whether it's true or not. I was thinking you were talking Tyson.
That's what you got to learn from that. If you're going to bully people, be careful you don't become homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when Tyson had his documentary, people that were from his hometown took pride and like, Mike, remember you robbed me? And he's like, I do remember that.
I do remember that.
Some of that.
I was a different man back then.
So Frank, you're at frankonstage.com. You're going to be in a bunch of places, and I can't imagine not having the time of your life seeing Frank do stand-up. Hartford next weekend at the Funny Bone. Then you're going to Wisconsin. Then you're in Oklahoma, Grand Oklahoma.
Right outside of Dallas, that is.
Salt Lake City in mid-March. Then, you're out in Irvine, April 1st.
The Irvine Improv, April 1st, if you guys want to show up.
Yeah, I was saying, can we come? Or
there's Irvine, and then Hermosa Beach Comedy and Magic Club, April 2nd. April 3rd is Oxnard. That's Oxnard Levity Live. And then Sacramento, April 7th. San Francisco, April 8th, frankonstage.com. Get you all those Denver, Colorado. Comedy Works.
Frank on stage.
Frank, I always tell people, like, if you're a single person, you're going on dates. I feel like if you bring your date to a comedy show, you could tell a lot about someone, what they laugh at, what they don't laugh at. I feel like it's the ultimate gauge of, like, Like, what's this girl dad? What is she?
Right.
What makes her
You
laugh?
talked about something. I've heard you talk about that before. Yeah.
That and hibachi. If she doesn't want to catch the
The shrimp?
yeah. If she's like, ew, no, then you're like, it's not that fun.
If you're deflecting the shrimp, you're a no.
Yeah. No, that's a no from me.
Yeah.
No more dates.
Or if you deflect it too well, you're like, she got some fast twitch muscle.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, man. Little spider through my banana.
Brian, do you ever struggle with you nailed this impression at home, but then when it's on the microphone,
all the
you hear it
time,
different? Because I do that. I try. Again, I'm no.
It's really good in the shower.
Yeah, like when I'm home, I'm like, I'm really killing this Shaq impression. Then I get on the microphone and it feels different, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and the microphone can clean it up sometimes and even make it better. There's a difference between microphone and live, or right in somebody's, just hearing it come out of your mouth. So there is a different feeling with that. Sometimes I'm hearing they're better, when you hear the microphone. I'll do one that I've gotten it. It's hit a couple times. It hasn't hit a couple other times today. But I was talking about Billy Bob. Billy, it's in here. It's up in here, and people think he's talking slow, but he's not. He's talking quickly. Okay, you got that? Comprende? Do you understand that?
He's not watching Landman.
I'm starting. Well, I have to watch Landman because you tell me it's like just a bunch of hot blondes that are my style.
Yeah, there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that. You got to pop the peas. Pop the peas.
What's that thing you're wearing on your head, Billy Bob? What's that weird hat you've been rocking?
Makes me look like a Muppet. He seems like the greatest guy in the world. Like when he was dating Angelina Jolie or whatever with the violence stuff, but he seemed like the weirdest guy in the world. Now he seems like the most regular guy in the world who just dresses with the skinny jeans.
Yeah, like Johnny Depp or something.
He's the coolest I've heard so many.
He wears woman's jeans. That's his secret.
It's a size 5. Size 5.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere, something like that.
We're getting the old radio rap sign.
Oh, wrap it up.
Hey, just a reminder, frankonstage.com. And honestly, moments like this make Covino and I so happy when you're like, I've listened to you guys.
Oh, it's
honestly, because we're big fans of what you do.
It's the best.
Thank you guys for having me.
And I wish you were Madden instead of Nick Cage. I really do.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
because he's going to sound like this to kids now. Hey, folks, John Madden here. Boom!
It should have been you, bro. But hey,
no, I would have been Mini Madden.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Say hello to Mini Madden. Do you have to go to heartbreak right now?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Frank, thank you so much.
No,
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
Frank on stage, Frank Caliendo.
Yeah.
Pleasure to finally meet you, man.
Yeah. Sacramento, San Francisco, Irvine, Oxnard, Hermosa Beach, California, frankonstage.com. Right.
FrankOnStage.com.
Thank you. More Covino and Rich. And just a reminder, DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sports betting site out there. Every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 counts with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes just for betting live.
Here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. And every live bet means another shot to win. Place a live bet and stack your entries all Sunday long. Once the game wraps up, we'll randomly select our prize winners. There'll be more than 100,000 winners. Damn. Will you be one of them? We'll find out.
Simply download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use our code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Bet live for your chance of $5 million in prizes. With code CRSHOW in partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling. The coaching carousel continues. from what we're reading, the Cleveland Browns, which we all agreed was one of the positions that doesn't feel that appealing. Like, going to Cleveland, no offense, Cleveland, that itself is like, all right, I'm going to Cleveland.
Fun times in Cleveland again.
Cleveland.
There's jingles on YouTube that we've been singing for 20 years that just paint the most terrible picture of Cleveland.
And I'm sure it's a lovely city.
I mean, we've had fun times out there.
Let me read this message that we saw on social media. Danny G hit us up with this one. Cleveland, which, again, and you're not even sure what you're doing at quarterback. You're not sure if Shador's the guy. You still have Deshaun Watson technically on the roster. You don't know what's next for Cleveland. There's so much uncertainty. It's like you have Myles Garrett and the rest is like, what now? And
they're facing lots of criticism.
And a decent defense. The Browns, get this, are facing criticism for their unusual head coaching hiring process. Candidates are being asked to take personality tests, write essays, and complete homework assignments, something no other team requires per NFL's Tom Pelissero. Pelissero notes this may be why top candidates like Jesse Minter, Mike McDaniel, and others have pulled out of wanting to coach Cleveland because they're making this like a really assignment-driven, like do your homework thing. Now, I'm a big fan of going.
And there was an update, though, Rich.
Yeah.
Just a few hours ago, Jags OC Grant Udinski withdrew from the process because it's such a pain in the ass and not appealing.
And the thing is, I get it. You want to go into, and I'm a big advocate of going into a meeting or a presentation or anything prepared. Know where they went to college, know if they're married, know what their sports alliance is. I feel like these things help you along in personal and social and work settings.
Do they have kids?
Yeah,
Anything to cheese up and schmooze about.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the Browns making an unappealing job even that much more of a pain in the ass is so Cleveland Browns to me. So we had our video producer, Spot, go into AI. Though we are robot-free at iHeart. Isn't that the slogan? What is
guaranteed human.
Guaranteed. We are guaranteed humans, everybody.
ChatGPT is a very good tool.
I'm a human being. But our video guy, Spot, put into AI an essay if he were to apply for the Cleveland Browns job, and it's amazing what comes up.
I think I may get the job.
Spot, can you read a paragraph? You're
the only guy applying.
If everyone's backing out, let me tell you.
Spot, apply with this essay.
All
Can
right,
you read everyone a quick
let's
paragraph?
see. Ready? Okay, here's what I got. The Cleveland Browns are a franchise defined by resilience, loyalty, and unfinished business.
Ooh.
Few teams in professional sports carry a fan base as passionate or as patient.
That's true.
And that reality demands leadership that understands pressure, accountability, and culture as much as play calling. I believe I am the right coach for the Cleveland Browns because I bring clarity, credibility, and a people-first approach to an organization ready to turn belief into sustained success.
Wow, Spot, I think you got the job.
I could go on. It's incredible.
Give me one more line.
Let me just give you my summation.
So what I'm saying is coaching candidates, just throw it into AI and send it off.
The Browns are not searching for a miracle. They are searching for leadership that aligns talent, culture, and accountability. I, Spot, am prepared to lead that alignment. With the right structure, belief, and commitment, the Cleveland Browns can move from promise to permanence, and I am ready to coach that transformation. Me, Spot.
That's some good alliteration in there.
Thank you.
And I say this respectfully, okay? But when you're dating like a pretty average person and they have all these like unrealistic demands, it's like, you're really not that awesome to be barking all these orders.
Oh, you ever see like a fat girl on TikTok talking about what she demands out of a man? It's like he needs to make six figures. He needs to do this. He needs to have this big package in his
That's how
pants.
this feels. Yeah, it's like, come on, Cleveland.
The
Like,
Cleveland
just
Browns-
be happy
No,
you're getting some qualified
please.
people.
No, the Cleveland Browns
Stop
are
making it so difficult.
Yo, Covino, high five, bro. Cleveland Browns are the fat chick that's like, I need a guy that makes six
Hey.
figures, has a big package, and he's 6 feet tall.
With analogies like that, you may need my essay, Rich.
Now, some people, right, and some organizations have to take what they can get and just do their best. They're making it way too difficult, and they're going to lose on a lot of quality people as a result. I mean, and if you don't believe us, just listen to the update. So many people are backing out because of these demands.
Can't say fat girls anymore?
It's a show and a guy who loves impressions. I mean, he's the GOAT. Frank Caliendo's the GOAT of impressions. So cool to see him. And, you know, when people say we do impressions, I wanted to make that clear. Like, we do quotes. We throw quotes and references out there. This guy's a master. So props to him. I'm glad he stopped by. And later this week, again, I don't want to overpromise, but we're hearing some really cool, really fun names. So you really got to be a part of it. If you're ever going to sign up for YouTube, now is the time. It's free. Covino and Rich FSR. Watch what you hear and join the live chat. And again, we're live from San Francisco all week. And your next success can begin sooner than you think, Rich. Put your goals within reach at University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university.
Yeah, buddy.
Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start February 11th. That's 3 days before all the romance, Rich. February 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu.
And if you're facing a peak season, let me tell you, looking for a new team member, Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Pros make hiring easy. Visit expresspros.com. Find an office near you. Express could help you hire smarter and faster. And if you've ever wiped with dry toilet paper, you see what Covino's holding on the YouTube?
Dude wipes,
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes like a lady.
Dude wipes. Switch to life-changing, wet, extra-large, flushable Dude wipes. Available at Amazon, all major retailers. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down. And I'll be honest, today, I thought Kendrick Bourne was a hell of an interview.
He was awesome.
I thought Bryce Young and Rico
was a fine young man.
Yo, let me tell you, Bryce Young and Rico were great dudes as well. And that's just the beginning. Usually for a Tuesday,
yeah,
pretty solid day as far as guests. And of course, Frank Caliendo.
Bro, and our in chat has been on fire today.
I can imagine. Today's been a fun one, but I saw a lot of people saying I was fanboying Kendrick Bourne.
A little bit, but you know what?
I mean,
Rich is a 40.
Yeah, it's to be expected.
Yeah, that's like me chilling with a New York Yankee. The energy, the excitement, it's always going to be a little next level. So that was pretty cool, man. I liked him a lot. And if you missed any of the interviews, again, please catch the podcast, the best of, or YouTube. Check it anytime. Covino and Rich FSR. Hold on. People are taking pictures, and I don't want to stand here looking tiny. Yeah, I'm sitting down, and Rich is standing up. And people are going to be like, is Covino 3'3" or what?
Oh, hey, look at that.
So thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you for being with us. And one more shout out to frankonstage.com if you want to catch Frank Caliendo doing his thing. So Rich,
and if you missed the YouTube and you were just listening, you can always go back and watch. Kendrick Bourne taught me the ultimate first down move, right? You do a quick sign of the cross, and then you do right the little first down. So that was a lot of fun. And like you said,
you look like an NFL punter trying to do it.
Maybe so, but let people watch for their own. YouTube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. So again, Kendrick Bourne, Bryce Young, Frank Caliendo, a really great Tuesday show. And like I said, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just going to be stacked with even more big names in the NFL, in the world of comedy and entertainment. And let's just say two people. I'm not going to give it away because I don't want to jinx it, but two young QBs that are like big names in the NFL right now that are like all the talk that could be huge guests for us.
They better really bring that Kendrick Bourne
energy. They better. Yeah. They better. So that's all coming up this week on FSR, Covino and Rich. Any final words on a Tuesday as we prepare to feast tonight? We're going to one of those all-you-could-eat meat places, and I feel like I got to contain myself.
1 minute.
Those are
I'm getting the meat sweats just thinking about it, man. Like honestly, you really got to pace yourself. Because you're a maniac. You got to pace yourself.
Last night, you know what? I was going to ask you if we had time today. I was gonna say, what's worse? An Italian restaurant where you just go way overboard on bread, or a Mexican restaurant where it's bowl and bowl after chips and chips and chips? Because last night, how much sourdough and dipping did you have?
My goodness.
By the time our entrees came, I'm like, I think I had a whole loaf of sourdough bread.
Well, we had some really good Italian yesterday. 30. Tonight, we're doing the whole Fogo de Chao sort of thing, stuffing our fat faces, which means we come back extra bloated tomorrow and full of meats and full of stories here on Fox Sports Radio. And you got to stick around because, again, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, you never know who's going to stop by.
No doubt.
I want to thank everybody back at the studio, Repo and Bursch, Sam, and everybody here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Until tomorrow, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land. Yeah.